Chapter 4 of Finding the Joseph Within is titled, I Ain't Mad at You. In 2016, I was unanimously selected as the superintendent of schools in Metro Nashville, Tennessee.
The school board has chosen its first African American as director following a nationwide search.
Called to let you know that not only has this board unanimously selected you as our next director of schools, but we have unanimously agreed to the terms within the contract, and all I need to hear from you is...
I accept.
All right.
The words this board wanted to hear brought tears of joy. After a long, exhaustive search, Metro Schools named their next director, Dr. Sean Joseph.
Hey, I think people in the South are nicer than in the North. Right, I get a lot more hellos and smiles and welcome. I mean, Nashville has been so warm, I think. I have never seen a community that has been so willing to embrace someone coming from the outside. But going back to one question you asked, one hard thing for me to give up is my Redskins tickets. I've been a season ticket holder here, and they just started winning, and here I go. And then now I got to see how the Titans are doing and decide whether I'm going to go all in or not. What an opportunity to impact 86,000 children's lives. But what a challenge. It'd be a challenge for anybody, but it was especially challenging for an African American in a city that had not been used to or accustomed to seeing black men in power. Here in Nashville, though we say we care about equity, and though we have Meharry Medical College, Tennessee State University, Fisk University, and American Baptist College, they really weren't ready to see a real strong black man in office, doing the work that God called us to do. All politics are local. And in Nashville, politics definitely were in play as we tried to get things right for children. Now granted, mistakes were made. And granted, as people worked to get things right and you work quickly, you tend to make mistakes. But at the end of the day, when we walked away, reading scores were up, math scores were up, suspensions were down, ACT scores were up. And at the end of the day, even though we had board members and others who hated the game from the time we walked in, Nashville, I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you. How difficult was it not to just really say something out the way about your true feelings about some of the stuff that might have happened towards the end?
When I think of my experiences in Metro Nashville Public Schools, there's a lot that people would argue that I could have been angry about. But at the end of the day, how many people are given the opportunity to touch 86,000 lives in one of the most thriving cities in America? I ain't mad at Nashville because I was given the opportunity to make a difference for children, and an opportunity was made. A difference was made. When you look at where we are now from where we were 3 years ago, more kids are reading on grade level, more kids are doing well on the ACT, fewer kids are being suspended, more kids are getting industry certifications so they can go out and get jobs. You can't be mad when God has given you the opportunity to do that type of work in such a short time. So I hope you've learned a little more about finding the Joseph within, and you know more about how God can help you through any difficult circumstance. I hope this book has inspired you and motivated you to be the best you that you can be. If you want to stay connected with me, you can email me at Sean@JosephAndAssociatesLLC. You can go to my website, which is JosephAndAssociatesLLC.com. For booking or speaking engagements, go to JosephAndAssociatesLLC.com. Or you could just see me here in the streets of Nashville, in New York City, or somewhere around the country trying to make a difference for kids. But either way, let's stay engaged and let's get things right for our kids.